Multi-jet modeling technology, what we're using right now with our ProJet 3000, is quite impressive. The fact that you can actually build a product like this, it's some sort of turbine wheel of some sort, but it's on bearings, and the bearings are printed right inside the model. We didn't have to assemble that. No assembly required. Pull the wax out and it spins. And this shows that you can make truly functional models with MJM technology. ProJet 3000 and now the 3500 and 3510 series. Amazing. The ability to customize products, to improve and speed up design cycles, to create prototypes quickly at lower costs are all appealing. However, being able to turn a concept into a solid model within hours is what I find makes 3D printing appealing. Consider this. When crossing the border, you're typically asked if you have anything to declare. If you've got a design on your laptop, a memory stick, a tablet, well, you don't declare that. But what happens if you have a working prototype model? That's something that's worth money. That's something you should declare. But do you? So, what do you say? Well, I say that 3D printing makes ideas manifest. You can hold an idea in your hand. And that is truly amazing. Well, as far as 3D printers are concerned in the future, we have to realize there's a huge difference between hobby-level 3D printers and the high-end commercial 3D printers. So, as far as households being said, oh, there's going to be one in every house. At the hobby level, I don't think so. Maybe it would be just like drills or jigsaws. 20 to 30% of households, I'm sure, have one. So I can see that with the hobby level machines. But going a little bit further down the future, you might see, well, within the next 10 to 15 years, a fair amount of penetration of a little bit more advanced hardware in homes. What I can see actually happening sooner than that would be maybe a large company that has a lot of distribution centers, say like UPS, Walmart, Costco, Home Depot, Staples, one of these companies or something similar to that, having a walk-in 3D print service. And that's something that I can see happening, in the future and down the line. And of course, there's the way down the line, and I really think that the Star Trek replicator concept isn't that far out of the realm of possibility. Man has wanted to get to the moon for hundreds of years. Well, we did it, what was it, 40 years ago? 35, 40 years ago? So, eventually, in the future, I can see where 3D printing, or what comes of 3D printing, to be very prevalent in our lives. Well, we initially started in the laser printer industry, selling, servicing, supplying equipment, and over the years the industry matured. So I think it was in December of 2009, Corey Alacqua, who was the president of Envirolaser, was watching something on TV, I think it was Discovery Channel, and noticed a segment on 3D printing. The following January in 2010, we researched it, looked pretty interesting, and by May of that year, May of 2010, we became an official 3D Systems dealership for their full line of 3D printers. We had two machines, one you see behind me and one just on the other side there. Actually, our initial focus was on selling the equipment. However, the majority of prospective buyers and prospects were always asking me the same question. Hey, can you print this model for us? So we discovered that it was a lot easier to sell the service than it was to sell the equipment, and consequently we morphed into a service bureau. You might say we morphed to meet the market demand. Although it seems to be that more people know about 3D printers these days, they really don't understand all of the intricacies, and even people who are very much involved with 3D printing as far as using services don't understand that there's a lot of different technologies and processes available. It's not just one type of process that makes up 3D printing.